Welcome. You are listening to the Sister Speak Show, January 2022. I want to welcome all of my first time listeners, and I want to welcome back all of my faithful listeners. This is the Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action, a talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana, but you better call me Sister Speak. What's happening, y'all? Y'all was looking for me. Well, here I go. We all have to take time to recharge. I've been giving you all episodes, almost back to back to back, and I needed to definitely take time to regroup. My voice may sound a little, that's because the weather went from shorts to snorting to, not powder, but to literally snorting, sniffling, coughing, um, just a gamut of different symptoms as the temperature went to 28 degrees on us out here in Texas. I don't know what the weather is where you are right now, but I hope you're warm. I hope you're safe. I hope you're comfortable. I hope you're full. And I hope you have joy. We have made it into another season, and I want you all to definitely give yourself a round of applause. Pat yourself on the back. And before you do all of that, give all praises to the Most High God and Yah for allowing us to be able to continue our journey of healing, of prospering, of praising, of proclaiming, of doing our assignments, and using our gifts in righteousness. We are warriors. It is always about making sure that we are equipped for the spiritual warfare as we gain momentum in our journey, as we press through, push through, and propel forward. Excuse me, not even to propel is forward, to propel into all what is planned for us based on our predestination. At this point in time in your life, you can look all around you and see that this is no time to play. It has never been a time to play, but this is a time to really slay the giants, to knock down everything that is standing in your way of making it to where you need to be, and for you to make sure that you become who you really are, finding out who you really are. I don't want anybody to be lazy, stagnant, or discouraged in your journey. If you're listening to this right now, then it was meant for you to hear it. There's no way, shape, or form that you can spend another second neglecting yourself. To my first time listeners, I just want you to know that the Sister Speak Show Network is rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. That's the first and last warning. And you will need two things when you listen to the Sister Speak Show. You will need water and scuba gear. Nothing has changed. You will need water because that's your gasoline. That's how you heal. That's reflective power. That's the only way that you're going to gain the natural energy that you need in order to combat internal warfare as well as external warfare. Scuba gear because we dive deep on the Sister Speak Show. We hold back no punches, and we go into levels that some are just afraid to dive into for whatever reason. I am for all shades of brown people. I am for the village, pro village. I am for all 12 tribes of Israel. I believe in the Most High God and Yah. There is no straddling the fence on who I am and who I believe in and what I stand for. This is about making sure that somebody, and I know I'm not the only somebody, but that I am a part of the collective that is standing firm in the village, in the spiritual truths, in the spiritual awakenings, in the spiritual grand risings, and making sure that my brothers and sisters here are just like a TI is. Nobody needs to pussyfoot anything, sugarcoat anything, bullshit you on anything. You need to hear it real. You need to hear it raw. Now, I'm not for everybody, but for those of you who like what I do, good. Thank you for adding me to your listening shuffle, allowing me to be a part of your listening palette and a part of your podcast playlist. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for your downloads. Even when I'm not recording, I thank you for your downloads. Let me explain something to you all about 2022. First of all, this episode is nothing but encouragement. You will get the rest of the segments. They will be uploaded for you all this week. Okay? You will have everything you need to continue to listen and enjoy. But this right here is about encouragement as we launch, as we gain momentum, as we go into these territories, and as we leave out of Egypt. This is about decluttering. This is about cleansing. This is about purifying, purging, get rid of the toxicity, putting yourself in a better position to be victorious, to overcome those strongholds. This is about walking away from what does not serve you. This is about getting everything in order. This is about taking accountability for areas where you know that you could have done better. This is about being aware of black magic, spell work, and voodoo. This is about being able to strongly and boldly identify the frenemies, enemies, and enemies in your life. This is about understanding that you will have to cut ties from some family members, some locations, some activities in order for you to get into the valley, to get to the table that is prepared for you before the presence of your enemies. This is about getting to the anointing. This is about getting to your cup running over. This is about this journey and you having the endurance to make it through. This is not about busting a nut. This is not about an orgasm. This is not about securing bundles. This is not about securing the flued out season. This is not about all the bullshit that you see in social media. This is about you detaching from reality and actually getting into actuality. What is actually happening? What is actually real time. This is not about getting depressed when you see posts. This is about being able to not let social media dominate you as you journey on, as you build, as you decide what's best for you. It's about not looking to the left or to the right. It's literally about saying what is toxic in my life that I'm either allowing or not allowing. Either way, it's toxic, and how do I get rid of it? Do not allow social media to have you thinking that things are one way when they're really not. I really want you all to be able to examine exactly where you are and say, what could be better? How can it be better? And are you willing to actually get in the ring with the dark one and fight this thing on out once and for all? And that's not saying once and for all, like once you finally defeat him, that there's not going to be attacks coming. As long as you are a chosen one, a light worker, as long as you are a daughter or a son of the Most High God and Yah, you will be attacked, especially even just based alone on your melanin, okay? And it's about identifying those who pray for you and those who pray on you. P-R-E-Y versus P-R-A-Y. It's about saying, I'm going to apply what I may have been blind to when I went through this thing. I'm going to apply the lesson that I know that I learned. I'm going to actually put myself in a position to be victorious over the things that haunt me internally. It's just about saying, okay, I'm not going to allow what I think I am supposed to have to get in the way of what it is supposed to be. It's about unlearning the things that you're disappointed in, because maybe it might be that these things were never planned for you from the gate. And so it's about saying, Most High God and Yah, what is it that you have for my life? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Who am I? Okay? Not who do I project, but who literally am I? And it's about not projecting, okay, onto others what you're really battling inside. It's about, if you are a narcissist, being delivered from that. My show is about the panacea, the remedy for that which plagues us, afflicts us, alienates us. It's about you learning that it's okay if you don't have any friends. It's about you and learning what it is to have a tribe, okay? It's about you saying, even though this new season seems so unfamiliar to me, because it is, I'm still going to go forward and get what I have to get. The question today is, are you ever willing to steal away and go into hermit mode so you can become who you're supposed to be? Are you willing to get into the cocoon? You want to fly. You want to soar. You want to be beautiful. Are you willing to go through the process? Or are you going to go and cheat your way and then ultimately end up having to start back at square one because it backfires or boomerangs every single time? Are you trying to cheat your way through life by using black magic, spell work, and voodoo in order to accomplish or gain what is not even supposed to be? Are you trying to box with God? Are you thinking that by going through these devious practices that this is going to be a surefire way that you will be more than a conqueror? Do you think that because you did not get your way, that you should have your way, and because you've been blocked, you think that this lowercase power is going to be the portal for you to have what you're not supposed to have? What I'm asking is, who are you tapped into? What do you do? Do you have dark energy around you? In your home, on the job, in the car, in the bed, in your bathroom? All of this is tied into cleanliness, right? From the inside and outside. When is the last time you deep cleaned your home with ammonia to banish these evil energies? When is the last time you, now let me tell you something about ammonia. You can't just be cleaning with ammonia. You got to have a mask on. You have to dilute it. You have to be very careful because it's very strong, powerful, but it gets the job done. When is the last time you literally said, I'm going to cleanse my home, okay? I'm going to open up my blinds, and I'm going to open up my door, and I'm going to let this nasty dark ass fog of energy out of my home once and for all? When are you going to detach from the clutter? When are you going to go through all of your bills and all of these things? If you have this, you may not have these situations, but somebody is listening and somebody knows what I'm talking about. When are you going to actually go through all of your paperwork and get all of your shit together? Some of you are blocking, are stalling yourself from getting to the next level, and all you got to do is just literally fill out some paperwork. But something is blocking you. Now it could either be you or something being sent to you. Either way, we got to dominate that thing, because you've got to get to the valley. You've got to get to the table. You've got to run on with that grace and mercy following you for all the days of your life. You've got to get to the land of uprightness. You've got to really keep going. And you cannot allow a piece of paperwork that holds your inheritance or your blessing or whatever it is from being the reason why you never got to where you got to go. And the next thing you look up is 20 years later. Everything needs to be as organized as it can be so you can come out of it. Now, a lot of us, okay, and I can relate to this, are having to deal with other people's lives. You know, whether you're caregiving in a micro way or a macro way, you're having to manage other affairs, and so it can be a lot. But ask for the Most High God to give you the release, the relief, and the redemption needed, okay, in order to deal with these affairs and put them and have it so tight that it doesn't take away from your energy. Your energy is very important, and there are people, places, and things that would like to drain your energy. And if you do not protect your energy, you are going to be on the chopping block. You will be under the guillotine. You will be needing CPR and consistent resuscitation all the days of your life, because you got a lot going on. Some of you are literally afraid to say no. You're afraid to say yes. And then you beat yourself up. It's literally about now. Whatever happened to you in 2021 and in the former, it's over. It's dead. There may be some remnants of it. There may be a little bit of a side effect from it, but you see the light now. You're out of the pit now. You're running on now. Healing is your blessing now. Victory is your blessing now. Conquering is your blessing now. The palace is your blessing now. Coming out of famine is your blessing now. Not being thirsty anymore is your blessing now. Healing is your blessing now. Okay? You got to be encouraged. 2022 is the year of you emerging into all of the life lessons that you needed. and letting that ultimate supernatural character from the Most High God and Yah shine brightly. So powerful that nobody and nothing can stop you. And they can try. But your enemies at this point, I know my enemies at this point, no. You fuck with me if you want to. You putting yourself in an early casket. Because I'm different. I know my spiritual ranking. I know who I am, how powerful I am. I can't just hang out anywhere, hang with anyone, just do anything. I understand. I cannot force myself into this world's so-called normalcy. That I have to be super normal in order to be all of what I am. Because without being that, how can I say that I'm transformed from this world? And you see what this world has going on. Nothing but chaos and calamity. Nobody knows what they're doing. It's just complete out of control. Meanwhile, those who have renounced their allegiance to this world have said to themselves, I will not be a part of any of this foolery and fuckery. I am going to go with my leader, owner, ruler, and deliverer, which is the Most High God and Yah, and I'm going to allow him to rule me, to handle all of this. This world will have you believing that he doesn't exist. That is far from the truth. This is now about regaining, and it's about regaining this power that we're supposed to have, being regal, being the royal priesthood that we've been called to be. It's not about anything else but that. Because I know you're tired of not winning, losing. You're tired of the bullshit. You're tired of the fuckery. You're tired of the same old, same old. You're sitting back like, how come I don't see any justice for what my enemies did to me? You're sitting there saying, why does it look like they're getting away with murder all of the time? Why does it look like they're out here partying and having a great time while I'm sitting here isolated, recovering? Because that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. The movie is not over. You just press play. The movie is not over. Your enemies are borderline slow. Like literally, they're not the brightest in the bunch. So you can't expect them to do anything else but party and bullshit and look like everything is going right when it's not. You're not going to always see the reaping. You're not going to always see how they're getting their ass kicked left and right, whether it be micro karma or macro karma. And then there's some times where the Most High God is going to allow you to see, oh, wow, yeah, it's really all bad for them. And it's not you're not even laughing at the situation. You just know what time it is. You better understand that the Most High God doesn't play about his children. You come for his child, you better be prepared. And they're not prepared. I can testify that my enemies have fucked with me, and they know what time it is with me. It's not a brag or a boast. It's that I'm observing and telling you like it TI is. That's why they have to collect and go out and recruit other people to help with their fuckery. I have watched an enemy who is now dead to me, literally, go out and have other people do their dirty work for them to attack me. And it backfired. And it will always backfire. And there are consequences for their actions. And I was the one that was chosen to bring them to the slaughter. The spiritual slaughter. I don't know where you are listening from specific. Well, I do. Let me not say that because I look at where you're listening from. But let me tell you, wherever you are right now, if you don't change in this very moment and make up in your mind in this very moment that you want to be a new human, not the old you, but the new you. And this is not any New Year's resolution type shit. This is just real stuff that I've been talking about. So this is nothing new, but this is real. If you are absolutely 100% ready to be a better version than what you have been putting out, then do so. Do so. Yeah. Dry up those tears. Some of you gonna have to look mama in the face for the last time. Not on anything being morbid, but spiritually, if you know for a fact that a family member or a group of family members has waged war on you and has been waging war on you, how fucking long are you gonna stay around and let them continue to throw grenades at you, hold you hostage, put you through a torture camp? How long are you going to allow yourself to sit in the middle of your own funeral? That's what they're doing. They want to see you out of here. How long are you going to allow yourself to be attacked by your family? As I have shared with you several times on this platform, I am a conqueror over the gang stalking that my family, some of my family, did to me. I never knew what gang stalking was until these niggas came after me. These demons, witches, warlocks, all of it. Skeletors, imposters. When they came after me. So I am aware of what it is to have to say, you know what? Fuck you. I don't fuck with you anymore. I'm cutting you off. You cannot have my peace, my harmony, my tranquility. You cannot have my inheritance. You can't have anything that you think you are entitled to. Some of you, just like I was at that point in time, were in disbelief when you found out that your family members were who they really are. You had no idea. You quickly had to, okay, I see what the fuck it is. Nah, all right. And then you said, fuck that blood is thicker than water bullshit. Fuck that. Wisdom is thicker than it all. Wisdom is the thickest. What does wisdom say? Wisdom overrules any of these other, oh, well, that's your family, that's all you got, and that's all your mama, and that's the only mama you got. The Lord said he is a mother to the motherless. That's how cutthroat this life is. Don't play games with me. Don't let people sop you and deter you and try to GPS you back into the fuckery. If this person was who they are supposed to be, then the question on the table would then now be, why is this person doing this to me, knowing they have the title that they have of mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cousin? Is there not a level of accountability for them as well, to where I shouldn't have to be provoked to anger, that I should not have to feel like I'm being backed into a corner, that I shouldn't have to feel like I got to change my number, block this and do this in order for these niggas to know, don't come around here no more, leave me alone? Why is it that I have to then look like I'm crazy when I fight back after years of them trying to dominate me? You will find out how dumb your family, some of your family members really are, how reprobate they are, and how you don't have to deal with them at all. And anybody that tells you that you do is tripping. Anybody that says, oh, that's your family, I hope y'all can try to work it out, fuck working, and I'm going to work my ass up out this door and never work my ass back in here. Some family members literally audition to get the shit slapped out of them. I'm just keeping it 100, and you know what I'm talking about because of the audacity of their actions. And so on the Sister Speak Show Network, it is literally about standing in your power, being a warrior, going head on with this spiritual warfare, being equipped, cutting out those people who are trying to block your blessings, your prosperity, your progress, your territory from being enlarged, trying to do this and that because they're not happy that things went the way that it went for them. You have got to sit here and get the cotton candy out of your eyes and see life in actuality and not in social media. You should not be hearing several voices in your head. You should not want to be immature when it comes to who you are as a human. Some of you are immature and you need to mature. There are areas that need maturing. That is for all of us. But there are people you are looking at, living with, talking to in your contacts right now that are blocking you from getting to where you need to be. And you need to delete those contacts. Are you a sucker or not? Are you afraid? And you afraid to let go? Because if you let go, then you may not be included in this. They may turn on you, whatever. They've already turned on you. But my question is, when you get the knock on the door to come and follow into the best life you've ever had, are you going to sit back and say, what about my mom and daddy? Can they come too? Everybody cannot come. They cannot come. They're not invited. There is no +1, +2, +3, +4, plus everybody on the block. Nah, that's not how the Most High God rolls. He don't want to be bothered with them. If it were for them to come, they would come. He didn't ask for them to come. He specifically said, you, can you hear? Can you see? He didn't say, I need all of y'all to come follow me. He said, I just want you. And you over here talking about, well, what about my mama? Can she come? No. What about my daddy? Can he come? No. Sister? No. Brother? No. 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 They gonna stay right here. I don't want to be bothered with them. Now some of you like, oh, he loves everybody. This is not the show for you. This is definitely not the show for you. This is about actuality. This is about, you need to stop thinking that the Most High God skips around playing hopscotch all day. I don't know what you've been watching. This ain't Disney. This is actuality. This is the village. This is the 12 tribes of Israel. He does not play around. That's on you if you don't follow, though. That's on you if you keep trying to do the +1. What about my best friend? Can she come? Can my best friend come too? You know what I'm saying? We've been in the trenches Look, let me explain something to you. You're going to always be in the trenches as long as that person is your best friend, because that's where your best friend is from, the trenches. And they will never come out of the trenches. And the moment you look like you try to rise up out of the trenches, here comes a whole bunch of fuckery to pull you back in. Some of you need to escape in silence. Some of you need to escape in the middle of the night. And I'm speaking spiritually. And some of you need to be able to not tell people that this is it. You need to know how to walk away, stage left, quietly. Quietly. It's not one of those situations where you end up getting your head chopped off because you're announcing that you're leaving. I'm leaving, and I'm leaving right now. I'm out of here. No, I'm gone. I'm gone right now. Why are you blocking the door? They're going to try to block the door if you announce that you're leaving. They're going to try to do everything in their power to stop you from leaving. And that's when you'll find out how low they'll go, or how low they've always been. You need to take the blinders off. This is real deal Holyfield. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to take a quick commercial break and I'll be right back. 2022. We in this. Yes. It's the warrior in you. It's the warrior in you. Yes, I'll be right back. This is your host, Sister Speak. The latest episode of The Laugh Line on the Sister Speak Show is available on demand now. On this episode, can you take the heat? The origin of the comedy roast. Do some jokes go too far? Plus, naturally funny, Desi Banks, and on tour again, must-see comedians. On the Laugh Line, we are covering all aspects of comedy for all shades of brown people. You will not be disappointed. This episode is rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. It's time to what? Podcast and chill with the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action, a talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Click the link in the bio for this episode. It's time to get lit, laugh, learn, and live. You just took playing That's My Car to a whole nother level. The latest episode of the Tour on the Sister Speak Show is available on demand now. Rated R for strong content, language, and thoughts. On this episode, jacking for more than beats, the effects of GTA and rap music, confessing to crimes over beats, lyrics leading to arrest, On the tour, we're covering all aspects of the music industry, including interviews with musicians, managers, songwriters, producers, music groups, DJs, and exclusive music and concert reviews. Either you're playing the video game or the video game is playing you. Click the link for the latest episode on the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action, a talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Be careful. The season of you being prey has come to an end. Family, friend, foe versus your freedom. What are you going to choose? The latest episode of the Vent Session on the Sister Speak Show is available on demand now. Episode 2, Stop Being Weak. We're covering haters in your life. Why are they howling at you? Car chases. Let me out the car. This doesn't taste good. Where's the original recipe? Protecting adulterers. Why are your people scandalous? Rent, utility, and food relief. Learning how to ask for help and people who don't help. The Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action, a talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Click the link for the latest episode. Warriors, mount up and be encouraged. Welcome back. You are listening to the Sister Speak Show. I'm your host, Sister Speak. Let me explain something to you. Every trial and tribulation that I went through, everything that I went through from the time that I just came out of my mama's womb, man, has been for these moments right here. I was called to speak on the microphone, and only people who know that they have been called to speak on the microphone can say that in boldness. I'm confident when I say that I have a high spiritual ranking. I'm confident when I speak of the things that I speak of. I am confident when I speak of the Most High God and Yah, because there was nobody else there. Nobody else there. When Yah saved me, literally spoke to me and told me to turn not only my life around, but my car around, deprogram my mind, and has had me on this journey ever since. That was the greatest thing that has, is, and will ever happen to me until if he does allow me to see the sky crack, and if he does allow me to go into the wilderness and then into New Jerusalem. That is my goal in this lifetime, to get to an eternal lifetime. So I will always boldly, I don't care, I'm not here to be famous. I am here to be super successful. I'm not here to be famous. I'm here to hear well done, to do my assignments, to take everything that I was supposed to take and to share it without bitterness, without misery, without any type of grudge or grievance against the hand that was dealt to me, the hand that was allowed. Whatever came my way, I will always stand firm and say, Yah saved my life. Saved my life. Literally saved my life. He is real. I don't care who is not my friend. I don't care who is not my family. I have a tribe. My tribe is scattered, and I appreciate and love my tribe. My tribe is out here working to spread the truth. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher, because women are not supposed to pastor. Women are not supposed to preach. I'm not supposed to be standing in a pulpit. I'm not supposed to have a collar. I'm not supposed to be doing any of that, and you will never catch me doing any of that. Women have a place and a role, and I'm active in my role and in my place. Doing motivational speaking, speaking about the spiritual truths, and yet while staying in my lane. And that's how it will always be. And some of you are mad about that. You know how I feel. I don't care. Now let me explain something to you, brothers and sisters, when it comes to you moving forward. When it comes to you cutting people off. You see what you see and you know what you know. When I tell you that I have no memory of anybody, I have no memory of anybody. This is a fresh start for me. It is a new season for me. I have no memory of anything or anybody except for those who are a part of my tribe. Now, some of you have experienced extreme financial hardships. This is the most this is one of the most arduous seasons of your life. It's a lot of adversity, a lot of struggle. Some of you have been struggling in silence. Some of you would never dare open your mouth and ask anybody for help for whatever reason. Some of you did open your mouth and ask for help, and you learned a lot about yourself, how to make sure you never, ever, ever get back into these situations again. The Most High God gave you clear, hard lessons that you would never, ever go back to this lifestyle or go back to this energy again. And that when you do come into your abundance, that you will handle it with TLC, and that you will never, ever, ever, ever be in this situation again. And you also learned that when you opened your mouth, that there were people who really cared about you and people who don't give a fuck about you. That's just bottom line, right? You learned a lot about what people will say in a high vibration and a low vibration when it comes to you asking for help. And now the Most High is getting ready to put you in a situation where they're going to feel like shit. Prepare yourself because you're coming out of it. Oh yes, the abundance is coming. And abundance is not just monetary gain. It is a plethora of spiritual miracles that hit you consecutively, that bring you out of darkness, that put you consistently in the marvelous light before your enemies, where they have no choice but to hold their head in shame for how they acted and treated you, how they spread your business, how they laughed about what you were going through. I know for my situation in particular, there were niggas that were extremely happy that I went through what I went through, that have been jealous of me from the time they met me. And you would be surprised who's jealous of you, because you're like, what the fuck are you jealous of? Like, why are you jealous? You know, what is it that you are jealous of? Because, you know, I'm looking around and it's like you have no idea what I'm experiencing or what I'm going through. But because I have what you don't have, for some reason, you feel the need to be jealous. I'm telling you, people will want your whole fucking life. They'll try to be best friends with your former best friends, try to, you know, form a teammate and an alliance against you. They get on the phone, they talk shit about you. You'd be surprised about how people link up that you know. And then how secretly a bunch of people who you ain't got no problem with, that you actually like, they've been jealous of you the whole time. For fucking what? You know? And so when they hear that you have landed in the pit, that you're going through something, and even in my specific situation with, you know, separations and abandonments and all of this other bullshit that had happened, because it's all dead to me now. It's DEAD. But there were some people that were actually laughing at my situation. And it's just like, it just shows how ugly they are, how demonic they are, and how they will never be anything in life but just an agent for darkness and the devil. And you just have to look at those type of people and just say, here, footstool. Here is a footstool. This is just nothing but a footstool, a lesson that you'll just look at, and you're going to have a chance to see this person again. And most of the people who laugh at you and talk about you, they don't want no smoke. They don't want no physical fight. They don't want no slap. They don't want to get their whole life read. They don't want nothing. They don't want none of that. That's why they hide behind text messages, or they hide behind these secret phone conversations or group chats, because they're suckers. They're demons. And you have to recognize that. I know who genuinely, you know, I appreciate everybody who has supported me and has not. Thank you. And thank you. I don't need you. I literally just don't. You know what I'm saying? Not those who support me with the low vibrating energy. Those who support me with the high vibrating energy, I'm not even talking about you. But we all understand that there are people that are jealous of you and are happy, and they clapped when you took a loss. When you took many L's, they were happy about that shit. They literally were, man. They couldn't wait to talk about that shit. But that's how dumb they are. And you had to know this about them so you don't fuck with these people anymore. When I tell you people are dead to me, they're dead to me. They're going to find out. Especially as my career takes a supernatural turn for the better. Don't come knocking at my door, my phone. Don't DM me. Don't hey sis me. None of that shit. We're through. Because in 2021, I learned a lot about your ass. In my time of need. And you all have learned a lot about people in your time of need. And now, as you get ready to go into the supernatural abundance for your life, oh shit, get ready. When I tell you get ready, I'm talking about clean the home, clear everything out, throw out those old clothes. Let me tell you about me, all old clothes gone, nothing, brand new wardrobe. I have no problem getting rid of shit. Look, face regimen, skin regimen, getting you some good oils, getting you some good lotions, deodorant, good soap wash, like everything that you need to be clean. Get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Enhance yourself naturally, spiritually, okay? Get ready. Already get into the routine. Don't let it be, well, I'm going to wash my ass when I get my first million. No, you're going to you need to wash your ass when you got your first quarter. No, wash your ass, get everything together, get the house smelling good, throw out all that bullshit that you don't need to be eating, make a pact with yourself that you're going to treat yourself better and that you're not going to put bullshit in your body, right? You can give up things and get other things that'll give you the same type of good taste in your palate that this junk did. Like for me, it's going from eating all these, eating sweets or whatever to now like cantaloupe, melons, honeydew, like everything, like fruit. That's it. Like vegetables and things like that. That is the panacea for my body. It's the panacea for many people's body. A lot of purging from the old shit that we used to eat. You cannot sit around and be eating old McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and you want to know why shit is growing on the inside of you. With a roof here and a bang here and a meow and whatever. Y'all got to be really careful about what the fuck you're eating. I don't give a fuck about culture. Because some people just throw culture. Why are you eating alligator balls? It's high culture and such and such. To eat alligator balls, alligator testicles, fried alligator testicles. You're telling me that this is a delicatessen? This is culture? This is not delicatessen. This is fucking nasty as fuck. That's all that is. And we need to stop saying that this is culture when this shit is killing us on the inside. I don't give a fuck who gets mad about this. There are certain things I've never eaten, will not eat. I don't care how you decorate it, adorn it, present it. That shit is never going in my mouth. Fucking period. And we all need to stop putting just any fucking thing in our mouth about, it's good. No, it's not. That shit is still in your body 7 years later. And you want to know why you look 32 months pregnant, sir or ma'am. You want to know why you're backed up? You ate a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex and said it was culture. You said it was a delicatessen to eat a dinosaur. First of all, where'd you find it? And second of all, how did you cook it again? You flame broiled it. You flame broiled a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and now you want to know why shit is growing inside of you, a whole ecosystem, and why every time you burp, cavemen fall out your mouth. It's... I'm just saying. It is time to stop settling. Now, this is going to hit a lot of people home, but I have to say it anyway because this is the part. I got to say this. We need to put ourselves in a position where you can't be lazy and stop, presenting yourself in a proper way just because somebody is hitting it. We need to... Celibacy is going to be the cure-all for many of you, but many of you all will never, let me not say this. Some of you will, some of you won't. Ever, for the some of you who won't, celibacy is not something you say you're able to do. You will not be able to not have sex. And that's why you're weak. That's why you're drained. That's why you can't think. Because you won't give your dick, your vagina, a rest. Your mouth, a rest. And I don't want to say any other parts of your body because I hope you're being pure. We need to really back away from the things that we are engaging in and let's reclaim our power. How do you do it? By keeping your legs closed, your mouth closed. This is the part where some of you are going to say, I think I need to go to the bathroom. This is the part where some of you say, I think I'm going to click off of this. I don't want to hear this. Some of you are fresh off of a night of skeeting. I get it. I understand. But today is a new day. Today is a new day. Okay? For you to say, I'm going to change for the better. I want you all, brothers and sisters, to be equipped for 2022. Each month, each day, each second. Okay? Nothing is promised, but we have to be prepared and we have to stand boldly in what we're supposed to stand boldly in. Call back your energy. Call back your power. Cut out. Cut out. And then allow for the Most High God to multiply by subtraction. These L's are just for you to be able to get the multiplication. Okay? It is to get to the multiplication. It doesn't matter about the past. Let the enemies get whatever's going to happen to them. Learn the lessons. Never let them in your space again. Fight your inner demons and heal, 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 heal. I don't want to hear shit else. I don't want to hear about anything else. I just want to hear that you're healing, that you're prospering, that you are gaining momentum. Now, to you brothers and you sisters who are really, really hoping that you find love and love finds you and blah, 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 blah. Heal. You need to heal. Remember, pre-qualify yourself for that. The sooner, the sooner. That's how I look at it. The sooner you do it, the sooner it comes. Okay? The sooner, the sooner. And whoever you thought that you were going to be with, or whoever you thought, you might have had a possibility of actually gaining some type of intimate connection with, and I'm not talking about fornication, I'm just talking about like an intimate connection, and they showed you who they really were at the last minute. You have to believe it. Don't let people play games with you. Don't let people come into your life and just use you as an intermission. And then when whoever they're really interested in comes back into their life, then they start treating you a certain type of way or acting funny towards you. Take that as a lesson learned. Close off your energy and salute to them. Bid them a good day and a good night, and don't entertain that energy anymore. You don't have to answer those text messages. You don't have to answer that phone call. You don't have to answer that email, and you do not have to answer that direct message, and you do not have to answer your front door. That's a choice. You don't have to answer anything. Call back your power and your energy. In 2022, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to hang their head in regrets for how they did me from the time to the time. And the answer right now is, that's on you. That's on you. That's on you. I'm in a position now where I am grateful that I was delivered from the fuckery. I take accountability where I'm supposed to take accountability. And let me explain something to you. The Most High God saw it all. They can lie all they want to, but the Most High God saw it all. Your enemies are a thing of the past. The famine is coming into their land now. The weather is changing in their land now. They tried to kill you. They tried to stop you. They tried to annihilate you, assassinate your character, smeared your name, spread rumors, gossip. They did all kind of manners of evil to wipe you off the face of the earth, and you're still standing. You know why? Because you're a warrior. Because the Most High God said you cannot kill him or her. Yeah, you can do these things, but you cannot touch them. That's why. Because your enemies thought they had power, and God showed them they have none. The Most High God showed them that they have none. It is lowercase pseudo power, fake power, temporary power, calling on energies that nobody should be playing with power. And you're still standing. Still creating. Still dreaming. Still writing down the vision and making it plain. Still showing up. Still trying. Still pressing. Still wanting to live. Still desiring to have hope and faith. Still desiring to be righteous. Not perfect, but just righteous. Wanting to purge. Wanting to be better than you were before. Here you are praying, repenting, clearing and cleansing and cultivating. Here you are, alive, in the midst of the calamity that we are in, surrounded by, alive. In a world cold, dark, disgusting, perverted, nasty, fucked up, horrible, horrible, fucked up this particular world is, you're still alive. As many of the people that came after you, the things that they tried to do to you, you're alive. You got justice for every single thing that they did to you. Some of the justice you're not even aware of. Part of the justice was you being delivered from them and escaping. That's justice. Them not being able to manipulate you, deceive you, backstab you, run game on you, play with your finances, cheat on you, embarrass you. You don't even have to deal with that anymore. You don't even want this person anymore. You don't even want to be around these people more. After all these things that they did to you, you're still alive. And you've learned a lot of lessons. Delete, block, establish boundaries. They can't come over anymore. He or she cannot spend the night anymore. You can't sleep with him or her anymore. You've got to cut things out if you want supernatural abundance. And if you are asking for a Birkin bag instead of wisdom, then you need to ask the Lord to also give you the ability to know what to ask for, so you don't ask amiss. Do not let social media have you out here fucked up, because a lot of people have gained things through sorcery, witchcraft, voodoo, spell work. They're into some dark shit in order to obtain what they have. At this point in time, I hope none of my listening audience wants to be famous. I hope my listening audience wants to be super successful in a high vibrating righteous energy. I hope none of you want to be famous. If your desire is to rub shoulders with dark energies so you can be seen and praised and have a check by your name and millions of followers and have all this paparazzi in and out of your life every day, and to have your privacy completely violated, if you are looking for that, then your master is the dark one because that's what he promises to give you. If you're looking for a microwave way to make it, then this is not the show for you because we don't cheat. We do everything organic, brick by brick, stone by stone on this podcast. That's what the village is about. We build. Let me explain something to you about building. On YouTube, there is a channel, there's a few channels where brothers and sisters are in the middle of the jungle, okay, in tropical areas, and they are literally building homes out of the clay, out of the mud. Beautiful, beautiful homes. I'm talking about they're building underground swimming pools, beds, water slides, beautiful homes. It takes them, 165 days. But you see these videos and they're about 30 minutes and you just see them work and then you see the fruits of their labor. To me, that's success. That is joy. That is man living by the sweat of his brow, and then that's the fruits of his labor. Seeing that work ethic. There's no fucking way, shape, or form us living here in this Western world, in Babylon, we don't have an excuse about why we don't have more or why we're not doing more. And when I saw these videos, it just really spoke to my spirit about myself. It made me literally say I want to go off the grid, get me a shovel, and make me a home. But for some reason, I don't think my home going to look like their home. And it just made me respect, the gift of creativity. That's success to me. There are people who work hard for their palace organically. And then there are people who do dark things to get their palace inorganically. Some of you idolize celebrities, and that's the wrong fucking thing to do. Now, on my page, it says I do celebrity interviews, but I don't idolize anybody. My interviews are different than anybody's on the face of this earth, I believe. Moving forward, where do you want to be in your life? Do you want to be super successful or do you want to be famous? Are you going to keep putting yourself in low vibrating situations, or are you going to cut things out so you can get into a high vibration permanently? That's what this season is about, brothers and sisters. The time has been well spent. I will have more shows for you this week. I thank you for tuning in. I missed you all so much, okay? I've been thinking about you all, and I do thank you for the time that I was not on air, that you still decided to download, my episodes. It means a lot to me. It really does. You're going to see a lot more of Sister Speak in this year. This is the year, this is the season of a lot to come and a lot to change. I figured out that the reason why I had to go through such a dark time, such a heavy time, is because I needed to know who really fucked with me and who doesn't, who's my tribe and who isn't, so I wouldn't feel guilty about what's coming next. Because see, y'all thought that I was counted out and that I lost everything. Nah, I haven't lost anything. It's just I'm smarter than you. I'm smarter than you. And there are things that have been set in place waiting for me to get through this battle so I could get it. And it's coming. So in a matter of 4 months, it's going to be a totally different story as far as the season is concerned for me. And the same for you all, brothers and sisters. In a matter of 4 months, we're going to see a big change. So I just had to know who I could bring with me and who I couldn't. And I know 100% that I won't have to feel guilty about the fact that they can't come with me and they showed their ass, and that if they were to come with me when I get into this specific arena, that they would fuck up and try to embarrass me, and that they would be game goofy and they would be starstruck by the people that I'm going to be around. And I can't have any type of liabilities in my camp around me at any shape or form, any way, shape, or form. And I can't have a lover, a mate, a husband who is going to be jealous, who's going to be competitive, or who's going to try to sabotage the fact that of the arena that I'm in and do what I do. So what I've got going on, I know I've got to guard it with all costs. And the same thing for you, brothers and sisters. You got to think about everything. Is this fucking person a liability or not? Are they an asset or not? cut and dry, cutthroat. It is what it is. Brothers and sisters, I thank you so much for being a wonderful listening audience. The time has been well spent. I've got one thing to play for you, and then we're going to go ahead and close this episode on out.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is Sister Speak with a word of encouragement. No matter what the enemy or enemies try to do to you, God will cause their plans to take no effect, and the pit that they dig for you, they shall fall in. If God be for you, who can be against you? Now say it with me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Be encouraged.
Okay, brothers and sisters, I thank you so much. Get ready to tune in to some great episodes this week. We are in season 3, I think, of the Sister Speak Show. Season 3. Ooh, goodness, I'm so excited. So anyway, brothers and sisters, help me get to 50K downloads. That's what I need you all to do. Please, 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 please help me get to 50K downloads. I'm not paying for it. I'm not going to be inorganic about it. Everything's going to be natural. So just share, the Sister Speak Show with your family and your friends that you feel like can relate to my show. And help the Sister Speak Show get to 50K. I appreciate you all for being a wonderful listening audience. The time has been well spent. And until we converse again, brothers and sisters, I'm out of here. Okay? I'll talk to you later. I return to sender all black magic, all spell work, all voodoo, all evil eye magic, all mirror magic. I call back my energy and my power, and so does my listening audience. I reverse everything that you think you're going to send my way, and it boomerangs immediately to you with an adverse effect tenfold in your bosom. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Psalms 18, 1-2. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. My listening audience is divinely protected, and so am I. Warriors, mount up. Self-construction, you're headed for self-construction. Self-construction, you're headed for self-construction.